Alrighty, welcome to the Collegian's Culture Vulture, our new podcast about pop culture and all things media. I am Isaac Marquez, the assistant managing editor, and I'm here with
Josiah Poynter, senior reporter.
And tell me a little bit about yourself, Josiah.
Well, I would call myself the biggest nerd on the planet. I love pop culture. I love comic books, movies, music, TV, theater, all of it. All of it's great. And I'm really excited about this. And I like long walks on the beach, by the way.
What's your favorite beach? He ain't really like that. He's just saying that.
A whale.
Alrighty, well, first things first, our episode today, we have multiple segments. We have Elephant in the Room, which we'll get to first. We also have Nerd Talk, which is all things MCU, DCU, comic book, superhero, that sort of things. Mm-hmm. And then we have a lifestyle shout out to stories in the Collegian that we want to shout out and highlight in the lifestyle section. And then we have a deep dive segment, and today's episode is going to be about gatekeeping culture. Ooh. And I won't tell you about that because we're gatekeeping what that will be. Lastly, we have a top 5. It's going to be top 5 water bottles, which will be joined by a guest later on. And we'll end it off with a dad joke of the day and our goodbyes. Mm-hmm. With that being said, Elephant in the Room. Oh my gosh, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Oh my goodness.
It's a love story. Baby, she said yes.
Oh my goodness. And you wrote a story on this, did you not?
Yes, I did write a story. So, if you don't mind, I got a little story behind this.
Okay.
So, back before my collegiate days. I went to the local city college in Fresno City College, go Rams. There I wrote for a paper, the Rampage. But I wrote specifically 2 reviews on Taylor Swift. Wow. And I've won awards for both of them. So I'm very much a Taylor Swift head. I love her music, not her recent stuff, but I think she's a great songwriter and all that. And when I saw that she got married, and I also love football, we love football, and I was like, I don't care.
You're an award-winning Taylor Swift journalist.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't care about this, honestly. I think it's really I think the NFL, yes, did a bad job of marketing the relationship between Travis and Taylor in terms of like how much they were saturating it with, like they could tell that their market was not liking it. And so if you're a football fan, you're probably even more annoyed at this because of how that's been. And especially because, Chiefs are in the spotlight, Taylor Swift's always in the spotlight, Travis Kelce's always in the spotlight. So it's like, it's not enough of a break, but yeah, obviously. I mean, what was your reaction when you saw that?
They had that Instagram post, however many million likes it has.
18. At the time of us posting about it.
Yeah.
Around there.
Who knows what it's at now by the time this goes up. And, as a Raider fan, seeing Travis Kelce happy makes me unhappy. I'm not a big fan of him. He is not a top 5 tight end of all time at all. But good for them, just being happy together. Taylor finally got the ring.
Yeah, you know what? And she was dating Joe Alwyn for like 7 years. And a lot of people were saying that like Taylor, like, oh, she can't stay in a relationship, she can't healthy. A lot of her biggest stuff came when she was in a long-term, like 7, whatever it was, year relationship.
Yeah, I think like around 6 or 7
like
years.
6,
yeah.
7? Yeah. But yeah, a lot of her fame came from that, and obviously she's pretty known for like writing some breakup songs, some love songs, some overall just relationship songs. And I think that's just really interesting. And I think now with her relationship, I wonder if that's going to bring a new era, because I was a big supporter of her writing all her stuff, doing what she does, even if she's in a relationship, single, whatever it is. But I think now that you're married, I think we're going to see just a layer of Taylor Swift we haven't seen before. Because if you remember her debut album, right? She's a teenager when she's posting this. So we get to grow up with Taylor, and I think that's a really special experience. And I wonder if Taylor's going to tap into that. That's kind of where I'm looking at it from this perspective.
And speaking of marriages, we're going to talk about another marriage that's produced children already, and that's James Gunn and the DCU. which brings us to our next segment, Nerd Talk. All right, we are here in Nerd Talk now. James Gunn, DCU, Peacemaker Season 2 is out. It's the newest installment in the DCU. Josiah, what are your thoughts on it so far?
So my thoughts on the DCU, first of all, I feel like we got to talk about Superman because
Superman was good.
Because you can talk about like Creature Commandos because that's the first thing James Gunn was like really a part of. But I think Superman, obviously, that's his baby. I loved it. You know what? I love this vision that he's creating out to make superheroes, and I think Marvel did a little bit of Fantastic Four, but that's not neither here nor there. He's making it optimistic, and I like it when my superheroes are hopeful. I think there are some superheroes. I think not every superhero can be grounded. I don't think Superman can be grounded. This is why Zack Snyder sucks. But I think he did a very good job with that. Going into Peacemaker. Now, I had never seen Peacemaker before, and I watched the first episode of Season 2. Should have watched the rest of Season 1, whatever. But what I really did enjoy about it was that he seemed to care about, like, the people first. And I think that's the best part about superheroes is that when he's looking at it through a character's perspective and not like, oh, what's going to be interesting. Because it'd just be cool to see Peacemaker, like, I don't know, kill like 20 guys or something. Like, cool.
That would be cool.
I think it's cool that he gets, spoiler alert, he gets butthurt after a job interview. That's cool to me. I like that a lot.
And the way James Gunn handled Peacemaker switching universes, he went from the DCEU with Zack Snyder and the Henry Cavill Superman to the DCU with the Justice Gang and who else? The Creature Commandos. And just seeing that transition and a simple retcon of the end of season 1 it made it all better. Now Peacemaker's in the DCU like nothing happened. He had a cameo in Superman, which is hilarious, really on brand for John Cena in general. His performance in Peacemaker has been outstanding. In my opinion, out of all the wrestlers turned actor, he might be creeping up to 1. Right? I have Batista at 1. But John Cena, after Peacemaker said and done, he might be 1.
I think Bautista is easily 1. But yeah, I think John Cena is very, very fast creeping up into that spot. And rightfully so, because he's not only entertaining, but he understands the roles that he's given. He's not a one trick, like this is not the guy from the Fred movie. Like he's got some chops to him, and I really like that. You see him do some really cool stuff with Fast and Furious, I think. You see he's okay with being in a Barbie movie. Like you don't get an actor like John Cena every time. Like James is not going to get John Cena every time he films, obviously. And so I think that's what's going to make Peacemaker so special is that the fact that it is John Cena. It is his presence. And it's James Gunn's vision, and he's got no other studio heads giving him whatever for it. And that's, to me, is the most special thing about this.
And let's talk about the intros. It's a hot topic. People love the intro to Season 1. The dancing. Season 2, they did a different angle on the dance. A lot of people aren't rocking with it. I absolutely love it. I think it matches the tone so far of the season. Just more slow and more melodic compared to like the craziness of Season 1. And I just think it's going to grow on people over time. By the end of Season 2, I feel like everyone's going to be debating, Season 1 intro better, Season 2 intro better. So right now I got Season 2.
Yeah, I feel like I said, I haven't seen the first season, so I don't have a say in this. But I did love the intro. Genuinely, I think it's so creative. It's so different, and it seems to capture the show pretty well. I do know that the first one, the intro to Season 1, is fairly similar, and so I think if you're a fan, you're gonna get used to it. It's a change, obviously. It's like kind of that known thing, the theme song, but I think it's got a lot of heart. It's very funny. It's the one gripe I did have about it, I was like, this is a long theme song. Like it's
on the longer side.
Yeah, it's pushing 2 minutes. which kind of threw me out. But I think it's so fun. I love the costume changes in there too. I think that's a really cool touch. Is that they're not wearing the same thing when, as John Cena especially, that he's not wearing the same thing, and I really like that. And it looks like it's one take, and it's really cool.
And speaking of costume changes, there's been a a big bad change in the MCU, going from Kang the Conqueror to Doctor Doom. Tell us about Doomsday and how its production's been going.
You're asking the right guy. So I think recently there was a report that two big name actors were fighting.
Yep.
The guy that broke the news is a very well respected insider. So I'm not doubting that it happened. But pretty quickly people were saying, "Oh, it's Robert Downey Jr. and it's Ryan Reynolds." Mm-hmm. And then he later went on Twitter, or I think it was Twitter, and said, "Not these two guys."
It's X.
Yeah, so I don't know who it was. Alan Cummings said that he only worked with people that were covered in like green suits, green screens, and that kind of makes sense for his character, Nightcrawler, kind of being like, it's hard to do. It's obviously hard. You can't do that practically. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of green screen, a lot of effects. So that makes sense. But I was thinking he comes from the theater background. Maybe he's a little more dramatic or stubborn or something, right? Theater actors are different than like Hollywood actors, or like Patrick Stewart has a very different vibe than like RDJ or something. RDJ probably came from the theater too, whatever. But and so I wonder if his personality meshed with somebody, and that's the report that we got. But other than that, I'm actually very concerned about the production. They're writing the script as they go. Kevin Feige says that he's never done a Marvel movie where the script wasn't finished when they started filming. That's not true. That's not true. There's no way. Because if that was true, then you would have started filming Blade. And you have not started filming Blade. And so, have you read the Kane Dynasty script?
No,
online?
I have not.
I have. I read all 168 pages of it. And it is awful. It is a bad movie, in my opinion. Miles Morales is in it. How do you get that? I don't know. She-Hulk is a prominent figure in it. Daredevil and Punisher quip in Wakanda. Like, it's kind of crazy. And so if you're shifting villains, take the opportunity and shift. Yeah, work with the script. Get the script. I honestly, if they push this back to 2030, I would not be upset. Because right now I'm so worried about it.
I think that's where you and me differ. You are a however many $billion, studio, and you can't produce multiple. Like, you have so many heroes to work with, and you can't just spit out like a whole big bad movie every few years. Like, how hard can it be? I understand everything. Jonathan Majors, you have to switch, but now you have Robert Downey Jr., who is a walking box office hit. I mean,
Right.
It's so hard to mess up, and yet production seems like a mess. I don't know what they're doing at Marvel.
I think Kevin Feige has lied to the fans for the first time in his career, because for the first time in his career at Marvel Studios, it's not good. So he says he's never gone into a production with a full script written. Not true. Like, you can tell. Kevin Feige's had some stinkers. Kevin Feige has had some low moments. Kevin Feige has had some incredibly high moments, but the one thing right now, he's backed into a corner, and I think he's really excited about this reboot. I think he's really excited about a fresh start, because it's clear that he does not want to leave Marvel, but it's clear the direction that it was going was not good. And I'm wondering how much of this is actually Kevin Feige's fault for the overview, because, I mean, we didn't get a multiverse thing in the multiverse saga until, I don't know how long, 2021? After the pandemic. Pandemic definitely didn't help. Jonathan Majors certainly did not help. And you're right, Robert Downey Jr., people love him. It's going to be a box office hit. Now, is the movie going to be good? I don't know. Is Daredevil going to be in it? I hope so. Like, I'm excited about it, but not in the way that I'm like, oh, I want to go see it. Like, I'm like, ooh, this might be bad. And it's my baby. Marvel is my first love of like anything pop culture nerdy, so I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. I could talk about this for like 6 hours, honestly.
I could probably talk about it for like 7 hours.
6, 7 hours?
And so you mentioned a fresh start with MCU. I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you had $15 to spend on building your own cinematic universe, how would you divvy this up?
Okay.
Check this out. We're going to play a game where Josiah has $15 to spend on 4 categories. Each individual in each category has a dollar amount, so he only has 15 to spend to reboot his own cinematic universe. So, for $5, we have the Marvel universe.
Okay.
For $4, we have the DC universe. For $3, we have the Star Wars universe. For $2, we have the Invincible universe, and for $1, we have the Boys universe.
Interesting. I said Marvel was my base. I kind of got to go with that. But it's like the universe, so like all the established places and all that.
Yes.
That's kind of the world we're building. Okay. I'm surprised you didn't put Lord of the Rings on there. Yeah, Marvel for sure.
Marvel. So $5 down the drain. Up next is the premiere hero / first movie in this cinematic universe.
Okay.
For $5, we have Iron Man. For $4, we have Superman. For $3, we have Luke Skywalker. For $2, we have Invincible himself. And for $1, we have Starlight.
Wow.
From The Boys.
So that's interesting because, a Luke Skywalker movie on Earth would be cool. But I think I'm a big fan of Invincible. Invincible already fits so well into Marvel. There's already some crossovers there with Spider-Man. I think he is definitely a Marvel character. So I'll go with Invincible with 2.
All right, Invincible with $2. That leaves you with $8 left. So now your superhero team.
Yeah.
For $5, we have the Justice League.
Okay.
For $4 are the Avengers.
Okay.
For $3 are the Teen Titans.
Okay.
For $2 are the Guardians of the Globe.
Okay.
And for $1 is the Seven.
Again, it just fits so well. Teen Titans. That's perfect. That's perfect for him.
So now you have $5 left? No, $4 left.
$4 left.
So now you have Thanos for $5, which you cannot get. And this is the big bad of your universe.
Thanos would be really good.
Thanos off the table.
Yeah.
That leaves you with $1 for Voldemort.
Okay.
$2 for Megatron.
Okay.
$3 for Darkseid. And at $4, you have Homelander himself.
I'm gonna have to go with Homelander. Homelander would be an interesting villain, and I think he works so much better as a villain, as just a pure villain. And I think he works well with Invincible. Again, it just sounds like Invincible because most of his villains are just fly punchy guys, and that's kind of what Homelander is. But I think that would be good. And then just having him team up with the teams. Just imagine him and Beast Boy going out for a burger, or I guess not Beast Boy, but they'd go get a burger.
Wow. So your universe is based in the Marvel universe, starring Invincible. Teen Titans are there, all fighting Homelander.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Somebody get Kevin Feige on the phone right now. What would yours be? What would you have chosen from that?
Personally,
Yeah.
I would have chosen Star Wars
Okay. That was my second choice. That's a good one.
with Iron Man.
Oh.
Imagine that dynamic.
Interesting.
You know, there's a lot of tech in Star Wars, but not like Iron Man.
Do you think Tony Stark's capable of learning how to use the Force?
I wouldn't think so.
I also would not think so.
I would not think so. But as a bounty hunter, imagine Iron Man as a bounty hunter.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be really good.
That'll leave me with $5 plus $7 left. You know what? I'd go with the Justice League. Imagine a Justice League running Star Wars universe.
See, that's interesting. That's a lot of people in space, though.
It is.
That's a lot of people to like bounce around from planet to planet.
Yeah, but Star Wars, large area.
That's true.
I like to see how the Justice League handles, Emperor Palpatine, Vader, and all those characters. And then that would leave me with Voldemort. That's the big bad.
Voldemort
Voldemort would definitely be using the Force. The Force.
Oh, he definitely knows how to use
He
the
knows
Force.
all the dark side. He already looks halfway towards Palpatine. Imagine Voldemort with the Force.
Yeah. You know what would be crazy that's like underrated from what you just picked is that like is Green Lantern in Star Wars. That's cool.
That'd be cool.
I would love to see Green Lantern X like Andor or just something where he's like the only superpowered one.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
All right. Now leaves us to our Collegian shoutouts.
Yes.
What is your favorite story from this week in the lifestyle section?
Honestly, and not only because he is my co-host right now, I loved your Madden review. I'm a big fan of Madden. We're big fans of football. I know we're talking about pop culture, and we are big nerds, but we also love sports.
We do it all here.
Yeah, we're like Troy Bolton up in this newsroom. Yeah, I thought it was really good. Apparently, some people don't dig your headline. I think it's perfect.
The headline is up here if you didn't catch it.
Yeah, it's great.
I love it.
Yeah, focus on the last 3 words. It's great. So you talked about the run game and the thing being a little finicky, being a little not great, being very, very not great. But you chose to have Saquon Barkley at running back, and I know it was a cover photo, but you couldn't get like, I don't know, Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott? Out of everyone you just named, Dak Prescott?
Oh, you're so right. Let's go Keenan Allen. Chris Carson.
Well, do you want to get? I'll get next time, just for you.
Yeah.
I'll go Hunter Renfrow. I don't know if he's in the game since he was only on the practice squad and he just got cut.
He did. That's crazy. That's crazy. He got
That's
cut.
a story for another day, but I'll get someone like that to your liking.
That's so true. That's so true.
Personally, our boy Finley Pendergast.
Yes.
Young Nudie review. I knew who Young Nudie was.
Yeah.
Never listened to him at all that much, but hearing or seeing his review, I listened to the album. He kind of has a point. It's not near perfect. I wouldn't agree with him saying near perfect.
Yeah.
But it goes hard. I shout out Finley for putting me on.
Yeah, I didn't know. I've never heard of this dude, and I have not listened to the album, but I did read his review, and I do kind of want to listen to it now.
It's a good listen.
I know Finley's a sports editor. We need to get him more lifestyle.
Yeah,
Why is he writing about sports?
Get him on this side.
Exactly.
And up next is our deep dive section. This episode's category is gatekeeping culture. Are you a gatekeeper or are you a I love you, here you go type guy?
I think gatekeeping is for 12-year-olds. That is, to me, I think gatekeeping is, I just don't understand it because it's like, one, I think the obvious take is like music. That's probably the easiest thing to gatekeep. And so if you're a musician, right, and you have this loyal fan base, and you're, the next Paul McCartney or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna let you listen to this because it wouldn't be cool anymore. And I'm like, well, your artist's gonna stop making music because he's got to go work a 9 to 5 somewhere because they can get streams. And so I think in that way it's a little dumb. I also think there's no point in being the only one to enjoy something. It doesn't lessen your enjoyment. It definitely does not lessen your originality to that artist or to that thing or whatever. I think gatekeeping just you have to be mean to gatekeep. There's no nice gatekeeping.
I agree, but not really. I love gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Because I hate it when I'm listening to a song
Yeah.
and someone's like, oh, let me get this song, or, oh, hey, where's this song from? And then, like, the fact that I have to tell them, like, I did the work to find the song and they didn't.
Yeah.
So why should they get the reward? I don't know. They shouldn't. And then the song blows up on TikTok, and now, like, oh my gosh, listen to a TikTok song. That's the worst feeling ever. I don't want to listen to a song anymore.
But do you not get, I feel really special when I find an artist or I find a song that's super underground and then I hear it.
No, but
I get butterflies.
No, because then the artist blows up and then they sell out. It happens every time. They sell out and then their music sucks.
Here, you know what? I'm about to put somebody on real quick. There's a band called their music literally changed my life. And nobody knows about them. Nobody I know follows them on Instagram. And I got people that follow like obscure stuff. That's
now
good.
that band's gonna blow up.
I hope
and
so.
Start making pop music.
I hope so. Well, they are kind of already doing pop music.
Well, they're gonna make.
It's like bubble pop, but it's good. You guys should listen to it.
I'm giving no suggestions because no one deserves it. You didn't put in the work.
He recommends Madden 26.
I do not recommend Madden 26.
If you love running the ball down the middle, buy Madden 26 for $99.
Said nobody ever.
Work a double and buy it with that money. Steal it from your grandma.
Okay, how about gatekeeping like a food spot? Say a local chain.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, so that's okay now.
That's okay. Yeah, nobody
It's the same concept because then now that spot blows up, everyone goes there, quality food goes down, and you can't get a plate.
Yeah, the difference is I don't gotta wait in line for Spotify.
Okay, but then you have to pay the price down the line when they blow up, and then they don't. Okay, we're gonna start producing some garbage now, which happens all the time.
It does. Okay, I think when it comes to like local spots like that, okay, yeah, you know what? I am a hypocrite. I'll be a hypocrite. I think it's okay.
Thank you.
I think it's okay to. I don't think it's okay to gatekeep movies, songs, artists, people. Let them be known. Spread the love. But if you come to Board and whatever that other cross street is, we're gonna have fighting words.
I'm gonna block out the word you just said, just so no one knows where that is.
Yeah, I said Red Robin.
I love me some Red Robin.
I love Red Robin.
Yeah.
We should do the next podcast at Red Robin.
Shout out Red Robin.
I know. I got royalty points there.
Red Robin.
Yum. But no, I think gatekeeping is okay in some sense, especially if it's for local stuff. Don't be coming near my Red Robin.
I just think it's okay in any case. You put in the work, you found it. Mm-hmm. And the best feeling ever is when someone's like, "Oh, what's the name of this?" and they have to come to you. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you no, but I appreciate you wanting info from me.
$1 million idea. We find a small artist with good music. We steal their songs and repost it as our own on TikTok, so we blow up for them, so they don't have to sell out.
It's like a Despicable Me Gru type plan. But
Yeah, it's like charity.
Yeah. We should do that and then just be praised for our hard work.
I think so. I think as two guys who have microphones, we do a lot of work.
Yeah, because
you don't get to have a microphone without doing some work.
Yeah.
I wrote about Taylor Swift.
Yeah. I wrote about Madden 26.
Exactly. And we're here.
Which leads us to our next section, our top 5 section. Top 5, in this case, is going to be top 5 water bottles. And we have a special guest coming in who's going to talk about her top 5.
It's going to be good. You guys are going to like mine.
We're not going to like his. Introducing our very own news editor at the Collegian, who just recently wrote a story about her top 5 water bottles. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Anahid Valencia, or Ani, as I'm sometimes called, and I took a break from the news section, which I love so dearly, to tap into my lifestyle side and rank some water bottles, because I'm actually known by those closest to me as a water bottle connoisseur. So,
Who calls you that?
my friends, family. It's sort of used in a derogatory sense because I waste a lot of money on water bottles, but I think that gives me the knowledge and the experience necessary to write an article like that.
With that being said, give us your top 5 right now.
Okay, and I would just like to apologize in advance to those who I might offend because I have started a war, as it seems, amongst the other editors and staff members. But here we go. Coming in hot at number 1, Hydro Flask. Hydro Flask, don't give me that look. No, Hydro Flask is versatile. We have the beautiful, I forgot what this one's called, but it's this silhouette. And we have the classic 2019 one, which I do talk about in my article. It's my first water bottle love. And you can kind of, carry it around easy. Number 2, we have Stanley. Now I know the Stanley, stereotypes. Okay, all right. My peripheral vision is solid. Stanley, I don't enjoy the fact that the classic lids with the straw leak. Spray people even. However, if you get a leak-proof one, a leak-proof straw that kind of like folds, you're golden. You're solid. Number 3, we have Hydro Jug. This is a little bit more of a niche one, and I will say this one is sort of like, so-so for me because I don't love the aesthetic of them, but they do their job. Okay, they're leak-proof. They, again, kind of look like this. They fit in your car cup holder, which really means a lot because when you're driving, I don't think anyone wants to hear a water bottle sloshing around on the floor and, like, banging around if you, like, have to brake hard or something. Don't love that. But anyway, yeah, Hydro Jug. One of mine has a manufacturing issue. Don't enjoy that. It does leak when it says it's not supposed to. At Hydro Jug Sport manufacturers, don't enjoy that. Yes, please tag them. So number 4, we have Yeti. Now this is sort of, it's not talked about as much. Yeti.
Old head Yeti, bruh.
What does that even mean?
I think my grandpa's a Yeti.
And your grandpa's probably really cool and knows what's up. But I will say it did, make it toward the bottom of the list just because the one that sort of looks like this, I'm basing a lot off this silhouette because it's what's trending right now. It's not leak-proof. You can't really get a leak-proof one that looks like this. And then the other ones are just very, like, man-like. So if that's your vibe.
A water bottle. 16 water bottles in your bed.
Yeah, then you can totally do that, but it's just not my vibe. And then this is controversial, and I hesitate to say this, and I'm sorry, but Owala comes in last place at a lukewarm number 5. It does. Because they're ugly. I am so sorry. I actually, no, I'm not sorry. Freedom of speech, First Amendment. They have the worst color combinations I think I've quite literally ever seen in a water bottle brand. How do they manage to get like 2 cute colors and then ruin it with just gray? They're all ugly. I think I have the best combination and it's still ugly. Unfortunately, it's just. And half of them don't fit in your car cup holder. And I'm sorry, but I'm not just gonna be carrying around 24 ounces of liquid or 16 because I actually do enjoy hydration. So that's my ranking.
Not everybody should have a platform to speak on, I think. That's what we want.
It's okay to be incorrect. We all learn. Yeah.
Josiah,
Yeah.
give me your top 5, please.
Top 5 water bottles?
Yes.
Okay. Number 1, Evian, but the sippy top one.
What?
Yeah, the one that you can sip on.
The plastic one?
Yeah, we said
Not
water
everyone should
bottles.
have opinions.
Number 2, I don't know what other ones are, but I can tell you the worst one's Dasani. It's like drinking sand. Drier than the sun. So I think as long as Ani didn't put that on your, as you did put that on your list.
And
so.
that's meant to be emphasized, Dasani. Right? Is that what you were getting at?
That was not what I was getting at.
Oh.
That's
Well,
crazy.
After hearing 2 of the worst top 5s of my life, I'll give you the actual top 5 that everyone will agree with. Owala is at 1. They're most usable. The handle is super cool to hold. The sippy drink features next to none. Number 2, Hydro. It was a thing. The Visco girls back in the day. I remember that in high school. It was a thing. And then I'll give it to Stanley, I guess. They look annoying to carry around. I don't know if that's true. I never had a Stanley, but I'll respect the grind. 4th, I got the green Gatorade bottle.
Oh.
I just love.
That's not a reusable.
Yeah.
You can-
Yeah, it is reusable. No. He's talking about the sports one that you squirt.
The sports where you squeeze it
Yeah.
and it shoots in your mouth. Pause.
The ones from
Yes.
2015.
Yes.
Yes, we all had them.
Like the after-school sports practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where you just.
See, that's a boy water bottle.
Okay, but can I make a comment about that really
Yes, you
quick?
can.
Are you not concerned about backwash being just on your face now?
If I'm, how do you? You
Are you
squeeze
backwashing
it.
into your?
I'm not,
You don't put
but
your-
there has to be a molecular amount of backwash that gets into the water bottle.
How?
Who don't like a little bit of backwash?
That's true. It's already in your mouth.
Yeah. At number 5, I gave it to Kirkland water bottles,
Again, like,
Oh, they're plastic, bad for the environment. Guess what? The world is plastic. Have you ever heard the Barbie song?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. I rest my case.
Yeah.
Any final words for the water bottle connoisseur?
Yeah. What's a
that
Wawa?
you're both wrong. So,
What's a Wawa?
Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your top 5 water bottles. Who do you agree?
Opinions are valid. I'm sorry. Continue.
Who do you agree with the most? Let us know down below. Thank you, Anahid, for joining us. It was a pleasure having you here.
You're welcome. I hope you guys take this time to reflect on your past statements that have just been made. Yeah.
Thank you, Dasani.
Yeah, we won't, but yeah. Alrighty, that was a wonderful time with Anahid.
It was wonderful.
Her list still sucks.
It was so bad.
Don't go too harsh on her,
Yeah, the fact that she put Zack Snyder at 2 was awful.
We have our dad joke of the day. What's your dad joke of the day?
Yeah. So 2 whales walk into a bar. The bartender goes to the first whale. "What can I get you to drink, sir?" The whale goes, whale noises. And the second whale goes, "Man, this guy's drunk."
I have no words for that. That was definitely a dad joke of all time.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you have one?
Yeah, I do.
I would love to hear it.
It's very short and simple.
Okay.
What do you call 2 banana peels?
What do you call 2 banana peels?
Pair of slippers.
I like that one a lot. You know what? That was a good one. That was a Mario-ass dad joke.
Yeah. Yours is pretty good. I enjoyed it.
I like a good setup to a joke.
Yeah.
I like a good setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do we got?
Speaking of setting up, we are setting down the episode now, sadly. We hope to continue the series.
We definitely will.
We appreciate everybody who's, tuned in to watch. You can catch us on Instagram and at FS Collegian, YouTube, TikTok as well.
You can Google us. We're Googleable.
We are Googleable. We pop up on Google.
Right? My face pops up. Does your face pop up on Google?
I've not tried it.
My face pops up on Google.
That is a feat. That is pretty impressive.
I know. Yeah. Achievement of the century. Yeah. Shout out my mom, Chris Poynter.
We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Yes,
Hope
sir.
you have a great morning, day, and night. Goodbye.
Peace out, guys.